We are live. Welcome. Welcome to a Saturday stream. Today is going to be a little bit different. So, I really want this to be a video of its own, so I'm going to try to be careful about what I say. This is the mob ranking video, at least for me. I have clearly been doing a lot of hardcore mob collection in the past videos and stuff, and I will leave a link to a playlist for that in this video for sure. But yeah, I feel like I need to do this live because this is important. This is something that I have been trying to convey for a long time, and how just dumb some of the mobs are. And some of these mobs are definitely, I literally had to add the F tier, and I might need to add another tier just for one specific mob. You'll see. It's okay. You'll get it when we get there. You'll understand. But for now, I just want you to know today is a different kind of video, different kind of stream. I'm going to be just basically ranking all the videos. We are not going to be doing building today. We're just going to be doing this because I really think I want to do this. And I basically spent the latter half of the day trying to get this together and stuff. So yeah. Let's do this. Really quick, before we do this, I do want to say, I'm sure you know how the buttons work down there by now, so do click them as you please. Anyway, so, to start things off, we're just going to go in alphabetical order because I feel like that's sort of the best. Some of these are a little bit out of order because this guy, he's... wait. Before I even start, let me just name off every single one of these, and then I'll open back up my folder because I don't have any reference right now. Let's just go. Ready? Wolf, sheep, wandering trader, villager, turtle, tadpole. Oh my god. Strider, squid, snow golem with a hat. Arctic fox, skeleton, horse, regular snow golem without its hat. And I guess so some of these things are going to be a repeat, so I guess technically these guys have to go together, but they don't have to because I do like one of them more than the other. Anyway, the salmon, parrot, mushroom, blowfish, polar bear, pig, panda, ocelot, mule, right? No. Which one's which? Is it the mule or the donkey? No, yeah, that's the mule. Ocelot, I think that's like specifically a... Was it? Oh my god, I'm already forgetting the name of it. So, let me look it up because, of course, when I'm live, it's just like my brain just, yeah. Nope, you don't remember names anymore. That's not a thing. But anyway, the golem, the goat, glow squid, frog, fox, donkey, the dolphin, llama, horse, the regular horse, cow, cod, tropical fish, chicken, cat, camel, the new camel. We are including the new camel, even though I haven't technically caught that one. We're just gonna go ahead and put him on there because he does exist, at least in the new like beta snapshots and stuff. Bunny, bee, bat, and Allay. So yeah, obviously oxalotl should be like up here, but yeah, that's a very specific name of an oxalotl. So I forgot to rename the file. I think a couple of the other ones are unorganized like that, but anyway, so to start this ranking, we are starting with the Allay, and honestly, so I'm hesitant to put it between the top two tiers just because the Allay is one of the few where I actually felt it was an intended challenge. So with something like the Dolphin, that AI, I could not get that mob to be something I could just put in like a pin or whatever. Like I can put a horse in a pin, or any of these other like land mammals in a pin, and it'll just stay there. It'll be fine. But with a dolphin, there just is no way to do that. All right? And that's definitely not intentional. That should not be an intentional feature to just make a dolphin, you know, commit suicide a bunch. So, with that, I think the Allay is actually pretty good, because the difficulty in actually getting it and having to go to like find it in a pillager outpost, that's intended, and then find it and then either do your like crazy different ways of getting it, like that's also intended. And then you go and you bring it back to base and you have an Allay. That's super fun and super cool, and all of the sort of things around the Allay are intended. And honestly, I know that's weird for the first one to go into S tier, but I feel like the Allay for me, just because of how sort of intentional the gameplay and the like way you get it is, yeah, S tier. S tier in terms of mobs, passive mobs, all right? Definitely S tier. Now, the axolotl. I saw a ranking thing where the axolotl was like its own fucking thing. I'm sorry. It doesn't deserve that. It's not that cool. It's not like an intentional cool thing to go get. It's not like this thing that's like, oh my god, I've never seen that before. Like, it's just, it's an axolotl. It's cool. Like, I like it as a look and stuff, but it's not that cool overall in the game. And that's mostly what I'm going to be talking about with my ranking system. I just want that to be pretty clear here. I want to be talking about mostly their AI within the game and their intention within the game. So, like, do they actually serve a purpose for you in Minecraft? Like, does this mob actually, is it worth going and getting and, like, putting in a pin and, like, keeping it for later use? And no, it's not. It's really just, it's an axolotl. It's cool looking. It swims around. It's got a lot of different variations. That's cool, all right? But it's not that cool, all right? It's a C tier. It's not F. It's not like amazing. It's just a mob. It just exists. It's the same as some of the other shit. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. The bat. So, one of the other most frustrating mobs, you can't put a lead on it. You can't like reasonably do anything with this mob. You can kill it and it'll just die. There's literally nothing to this mob other than it existing. Like, its existence is the mob, and that is, and all right, it is one of the most difficult mobs to get that I had tried to get. I will say it was an adventure. I had to like basically build up one block at a time and just sort of like in a little 2x2 tube and bring it up from a cave under the zoo that it was in, and just literally build it up into that little enclosure that I have, and I cannot release it in any other capacity. So yeah, it has no other use than just existing. And it is one of the most difficult ones to acquire. I don't understand why bats exist in Minecraft. They have no use. They don't drop anything. And they're really difficult to get. Like, you can't even just enjoy them in your base or whatever. Like, as an animal, you can't just tame it and be like, look, I own a bat. No. Alright, so F tier. A bee. Moving on to the bee. Alright, bees are actually useful, alright, and they are one of the few passive mobs that I have put in here that will attack you if you attack it. So that is not been a thing with most of the mobs that exist in this list, but some of them, that is a thing. I just want to point that out. But that is not the criteria for being a passive mob. If you attack it, it's allowed to attack you. That's how passive works, alright? But anyway, it does give you honey. It's got a useful thing, all right? It's got blocks and expansions and stuff that come with it. Honestly, at least A tier. We might move that one later on, but for now, the B is definitely A tier. Okay, moving on. The bunny. So, other than having multiple variations of itself, the bunny is also kind of useless. There's really nothing special about the bunny. I will say, at least you can lead it. You can put a lead on the bunny and you can drag it to where you want it to go. You can put it somewhere. You can actually physically leash this mob and drag it to where you want to go, unlike some other mobs. So I think D tier. The breeding is a feature, the multiple different variations of it. That's cool. I like that. But it's just, it doesn't have anything cool. I guess it drops, what is it? Rabbit stuff. So it does actually have unique items and stuff too. So actually, honestly, B tier. Bunnies are not bad. I kind of changed my mind on that. I think bunnies are a B tier just because of both items and being able to lead it and put it somewhere and trap it and like breed it. Also, breeding is a thing. Like that's already 3 or 4 things, so it has to go in at least B tier because of the 3 or 4 things you can do with it, other than it just being, like you know, it's a bunny. I like bunnies. Bunnies are nice. All right, camels. So I don't want to put this anywhere too controversial. I want to try to mid this one because obviously it is a very new thing. I haven't actually got it in my zoo officially because I am only in 1.19. Honestly, because you can ride it and stuff, until they fix all the features, I'm going to go ahead and just put it in B tier. We're just going to be safe with it. I haven't actually, like, gotten it in hardcore survival. I have played around with the 1.19.3 experimental features and stuff and, like, rode it. But it's nothing extremely special right now. I just want to, yeah, point that out. All right. Turn that. The Minecraft music is going right now. Whew. It's going ham. All right. So, moving on. The cat. Oh, the cat. I'm actually, you know what? I'm going to close Minecraft for now. And we're going to keep with the lo-fi now. Okay. So, the cat. I actually think the cat is kind of cool because it comes from the ocelot. And that is kind of interesting in its own way. So honestly, in that way, the fact that you can like get a cat in a special way, and it's the same as like the wolf, where you can like make it sit and stuff, really cool. And there's like 100 different variations of the cat. It's probably not actually 100. It's like there's a lot of different variations of the cat. It's at least A tier. I realize that its head is cut off in this. I need to fix that. But it is at least A tier for sure. So yeah, we're definitely putting that there. Okay, so the first farm animal, the chicken. Honestly, just because it's one of like the first mobs and it also drops like useful things like, you know, food and feathers, which can be used for arrows and a numerous amount of things. Honestly, chicken, I think it has to go before the bunny. I think farm animals for the most part are B tier because they're not like cool, like rideable and like all kinds of different stuff and like have like a special challenge to get them or something. They're farm animals. You're meant to breed them. You're meant to be able to just slaughter them for food essentially, or eggs or whatever. So yeah, B tier. Most of the farm animals are gonna go here. Just that's the reality of it. Okay, fish. So, the tropical fish are actually, honestly, on par with the ocelot. I'm going to immediately sort of put it there, and then we're going to sort of work on from the other fish, because tropical fish obviously have, like, a bajillion different variations that you can make. Like, this is Finding Nemo, that's why I put this as the tropical fish, but there are literally, like, 1,000 different variations of tropical fish. So that alone deserves its own, like, not F or D. Like, it at least deserves to be in C tier, but it's just a fish, all right? There's nothing, like, super special about this mob. It's just a fish, okay? Same with the cod. except the cod doesn't have like a bunch of different variations. It's meant to be like something you can fish and get food from. That's it. Like, it is meant to be a food fish, and that is okay. Like, I'm fine with that. Most cod in real life look the same, so that's not going to be like, oh my god, why are you making them all the same? Or not making more variations of them. So same thing, but below it, just because it doesn't have like the crazy amount of different variations like tropical fish. But anyway, moving on. We'll get to the other fish here in a sec. The salmon. Actually, you know what? We'll go ahead and just drag the salmon. He's basically the same as the cod, so we're just gonna put him there. Cause yeah. Okay, the cow. Again, same thing with the chicken. Pretty much just has to go there because that's just the only spot it can go for farm animals, and at least for me anyway. Like, farm animals are for food. Like, they are food and sustenance. That is what they're meant for. Okay. The horse, though. Horse is a little different because obviously you can ride it and you can put a saddle on it and you can, you know, tame it, and like it has the whole, again, like going and getting it and like playing and like trying to actually get it. It has like a thing to it, and you can ride it. Honestly, horses are kind of S tier because there's just so many different things that go into like horses and stuff. Like, you have to go and tame the horse, which is unusual. Like the Allay, you have to go and find it, and then you have to go and like figure out a way to get it like without dying in the pillager outpost, because pillagers will just infinitely respawn unless you like blow up their all outpost or whatever. But yeah, there's still a strategy in that. There's a strategy to getting both of these mobs, and I like that. I think just the strategy in getting them deserves S tier, and then being able to use them beyond getting them, just S tier above, like S tier plus, S plus or whatever, I guess. Okay, llamas, basically the same thing. I actually really like llamas. I think they're a little bit below horses. And Allays, I think, are still the top one for me, just because I really liked that adventure and stuff. I don't know. Something about that. It's my bias. Just keep that in mind. But it's something about that adventure that just made Allays one of the best mobs for me. Like, yeah. Llamas, again, you can make them a bunch of different colors just by putting carpet on them. You can put a saddle on them. You can ride them. You can find them with wandering trader and stuff. Like, they're really cool to go and find and stuff. Like, it's an adventure. Like, it's meant to be part of the game, and it's meant to be like that in order to go get that mob and find that mob, and I love it. That is perfect. That is what mobs are meant to be in Minecraft. Doing that. Those are S tier. Dolphin. Oh my god, we're on to the... Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you've seen any of my streams, you know where this is going to go. It is literally the lowest of the low F tier. Like, I guess if you're reading from left to right, it has to go lower than the bat. Like, it is the worst mob. So, we're just going to go ahead and sort these from left to right, I think, in each of the columns. So, like, Allay is the best in this column, you know, and then B is best in this column. Cow is best in this column for me. Ocelot is best in this column. But, like, it is actually insurmountable. Like, the Dolphin should go so far back in this column, like, that we need to make a new column for him, I think. The Dolphin is the worst AI that exists. There is no way to get this mob and keep it. And it is a really cool mob. It has cool things that, like, come with it. Like, you can just swim, like, a bajillion miles an hour, which would be so useful if you could just keep this mob alive somewhere. If you could put a fence on the land and put a lead on it, and it would just stay alive on its own, that would make it an S tier mob. Literally just that. If it would stay alive on its own without you having to make some wild contraption, like putting it in a minecart on magma blocks in water, all of those things have to be present, okay? It has to be on a magma block with a minecart on top with the bubbles going, and then it has to be in the minecart, and then it also has to have water around it. okay, in order to just stay alive. That is so dumb. The other mobs, literally from C to A so far, can just stay alive by you putting it in a sufficient enough lit well pin. Like, literally just fences around it in a pin. You're good. Maybe you need to put it in a box because it's the bat. Like, you have to put a whole box around it. But it will not try to kill itself in that box. Alright? The Dolphin, however, doesn't matter. It'll try to kill itself. It is the dumbest AI, and it just should not exist. Just, if it can't stay alive in order for you to actually use it later on, once you've actually captured it as a mob, and like tried to quote-unquote tame it, put a name tag on it, you know, use it later to like swim fast in the ocean to go get something or do whatever. No, you can't do that. That's not a thing you can do with the Dolphin, because it will just die. It will kill itself the next day, and you won't be able to use it. You'll just have to go find another Dolphin, which is dumb. You shouldn't have to do that. All right, Dolphins are the worst. Okay, my Dolphin rant is done. I had to get that over with, but Dolphins are my least favorite mob, period. All right, that will remain at the bottom of the list, the bottom of the bottom, unless there is just something that frustrates me even more than the Dolphin, which I don't think that's actually possible now, but we'll see. Maybe Minecraft will make the Sniffer just an absolute shit show. Who knows? Anyway, moving on. Obviously, the Sniffer isn't on this list. I'm just pointing that out because we haven't even had like a developmental feature of it yet. Anyway. Moving on, the donkey, the ash. Actually, this is not the ass. The other one's the ass, I guess, right? The mule. So the donkey is sort of, honestly, just A tier. Like, it's not S tier just because it takes the, like, breeding of it to make it S tier. Like, it takes the breeding between a horse and a donkey. Though I will say it's probably the top of B tier. It's really close to being an S tier just because you can also ride a donkey just like a horse and you have to go through that whole adventure. You know what? No. I think these have to go, and I'm really sort of split between the horse, the donkey, and the llama right now. They're all basically on the same level though, I think. They're not quite S tier, though, because of the mule. The mule has to go above them. If they have to be S tier, I think we have to do this. Or actually, let's do them above the B and the cats, because, yeah. I'm gonna put the llama first. Actually, no, we'll put the horse first, then the llama, then the... Or actually, no, the llama first just because of the wandering trader and all the extra stuff that the llama has, like the colors and all that stuff. Though you can put armor and stuff on a horse, you can't put it on a mule. So I think that's fair. And then this guy, he gets S tier because obviously he has chests and stuff, and it takes an extra knowledge in knowing that you need to breed the horse and the mule in order to even get this mob. It's sort of like a special mob that you need to work harder for. So I like that. I like it when you have to do that. I like it when you have to actually use the game's mechanics to get that mob, and it's rewarding. All right, that's S tier for me. Okay, I'm just trying to put some logic behind my selections here. Okay, moving on. The fox. So basically both of these foxes have to go in the same spot. But I like the white one better just because the white one's better. I really don't think these are anything special. They're basically the exact same mob. They just spawn in different biomes, so they're different in that way. But like, they don't drop anything special. There's not that you can put a lead on them, so I will give it that. Like, you can at least like go get them pretty easily, and like, yeah. Honestly, top of C tier. I think we're gonna skip D tier for now for that one. Honestly though, I'm pretty tempted to kind of move some of these fishes into D tier because, yeah, we're gonna leave the ones that have multiple variations in C tier because I think that's where they belong. Like, if they have like a bajillion different things that you can breed and get to. That's kind of cool. That's part of the game. That's meant to be. Cod and salmon, they're just kind of food fish, and they're not even that cool. Like, you can just go on land. Like, in water, they're kind of more useless mobs because these guys exist anyway. And yeah, cows are great. Like, cows have always existed, and they've always been a source of, like, the first food you get. You have to cook that food. Yeah. Salmon and fish, I don't know. There's just something about that makes them need to go lower for me. Anyway, moving on. Frog. So for this, honestly, I think it kind of goes with the tropical fish and stuff, just because I think it probably has to go higher. I think frogs actually have sort of a cooler thing. Actually, you know what? We're going to put frogs in B tier because frogs have, like, at least the progression node that frogs normally have. Like, they go from, like, the eggs to the tadpole, which I actually also have. We have to put the tadpole here with them. So they go from the frog to from the eggs to the frog to the tadpole. And that's kind of cool. Like, tadpoles shouldn't really exist. Like, they're just like a random little thing, but it's cool that they do. And I think that progression little model basically puts these two together. They are one in my list, at least, for now. I haven't actually tried to breed frogs yet, so I will say that. But for now, yeah, I think they deserve to be up here. Honestly, I feel like the camel's probably gonna have to go up with these guys, but we'll put him at the bottom there for now, just so that he doesn't sort of mess up the other sort of farm animals that are normal, just sort of forgetting stuff in Minecraft. All right, glow squid. D tier. Bottom of D tier. I'm sorry. Glow squid sucks. It should glow. Also, squids are dumb as fuck. All right? They're like one of the dumbest AIs besides bats and dolphins. All right? It should honestly just go in F tier for me. And I'm going to go ahead and put the regular squid above the glow squid just because the glow squid doesn't glow. I don't know why they didn't think that to be a feature where you could just make the glow squid have a sphere of light around it, but I guess that was too lag intensive or something. But the fact that the glow squid doesn't actually glow is really fucking stupid. So honestly, yeah, glow squid goes F tier. They really messed up with that one. I'm sorry. Those of you who like the glow squid, I'm sorry, but like, if it glowed in the game like it actually should, it would honestly be A tier. Like, if it actually did what it was supposed to and it was a cool thing to go seek out and like try to find, like, oh, there's a glow squid and you're going within range of it and you can't get mob spawning around you and you could just follow this glow squid around. Nope. It's just another squid with another texture. That's all it is. It's really fucking stupid. Oh, sorry. It also has particles coming off of it. No, that's dumb as fuck. Sorry. That mob vote failed. Sorry. The mob vote itself was good. I actually like the glow squid as a concept, but they didn't do anything with it, so it's F tier. It's honestly just, it's bad, and it's also bad AI because, again, you can't capture the glow squid to be like, I'm gonna go use this for later, and there's nothing to go use it for later anyway. You just kill it for ink sacks anyway. So yeah, it's literally one of the most useless mobs. All right, and I'm almost hesitant to put it above the bat just because the bat is almost cooler than that. Like, at least the bat exists because caves exists and because they exist in real life. The glow squid is just like, oh, we voted for it. Minecraft had to figure out a way to put it in here, and they were just like lazy as fuck about it. So yeah, honestly, doesn't go below the dolphin. The dolphin always will be the bottom, but the glow squid is dumb as hell, and it will go below the bat. All right, the goat. I really wish you could ride a goat. That would be so cool. But honestly, I think the goat just goes with most of the other farm animals. I think it might just go above the bunny, and it'll just kind of be kind of equal with the cow and the chicken, and just be that normal farm animal thing. You can get, you know, milk from it and stuff, so it's useful as a mob. It's actually like relevant to go like hunt and find, and like you have to go to a mountaintop to go find it and stuff. So it's a cool little adventure to go find it, I will say. Honestly, just because of that, I feel like it needs to go above these guys. So it will be the top of the B tier for now. All right. Golems. I actually really like golems. I think at least A tier for golems, because again, it's one of those things where it's like purposefully implemented in Minecraft. It's just one of those things you'll come across in a village. It's like, oh, how do I do that? And you realize you can like build it with a bunch of blocks of iron. So you have to go out and find that iron. And then if you actually build one yourself, you have that and it'll protect stuff. Honestly, S tier. Just because of all the stuff you have to do to like get the golem for yourself. Like, it's not just about the mob existing. It's about how you would use the mob or bring the mob to yourself or to your base or whatever to actually use that mob. Like, it's not just about the mob existing, all right? Or the mob's existence in Minecraft. It's how you utilize that mob and stuff too, always. So yeah, definitely S tier on that front. The ocelot. Honestly, I think it's the bottom of A tier just because of, again, how you use it. Like, you have to go out and find an ocelot, but you can tame it and you can make it a cat just like you can a wolf and stuff. Like, it's kind of cool like that. I think, honestly, the ocelot goes above the cat just because it's, again, about that adventure and stuff. Like, going to have and get the thing to actually make it a cat in the first place. So, yeah. And then the cat, once it's tamed, is, of course, just as cool as the wolf. So, we're just going to go ahead and put the wolf next to the cat. I think... now you know I'm a dog person. The wolf goes above the cat. Sorry. All right. We're getting down to the last strip here. The panda. Oh, my bias is coming in here. I know the panda is a useless mob in Minecraft, all right? But at least they put really cool animations and really cool variations of the pandas. Like, the panda is one of the only mobs that will just, like, do stuff. Like, it'll, like, roll on its back. It'll do a barrel roll. It'll, like, it has really cool animations, all right? So that alone, in my eyes, puts it above, like, these guys, which is where I would have put it otherwise, okay? So it at least has to go with the farm animals, but that doesn't really make sense either because it's not really a farm animal, but it's fine. It's fine. I can't put it higher than B tier just because it's useless otherwise. Like, other than being cute, it is utterly useless as a mob in Minecraft. Like, it's cool. I love it. I love pandas, okay? I am a panda. My skin is a panda, okay? It's fine. But I can't in good conscience put it above B. Though I think I have to put it in the top just because of my own personal bias. It's just my kin, okay? If I have to put it in a category, it at least has to go at the top of that category, okay? If it wasn't for my bias, I would probably put it in C tier, I'm not gonna lie. But I love pandas, and I do love the animations. That is kind of cute. Like, that is special, so I think it might justify my at least putting it in B tier, but not quite the top. All right, another farm animal, pig. Honestly, we're just going to put it right behind the cow. Pretty basic. Nothing crazy about it. It's a pig. It's just like the cow, except it's smaller and harder to find. Or I guess just as hard to find. I don't know. Pig and cow could be altered. All right. Polar bear. Not really sure what use this has either, honestly. This is kind of the same vein as the panda. It has really cute animations. It's cute that it, like, will protect its young. That is a cool little AI, like, feature that it has. It will attack. So, in that way, it is aggressive if it has a baby. But normally, if it's just alone, it's not going to attack you. So, it's still a passive mob. And the baby is still passive, too. So, it's passive. Okay. And some of the other ones apply, like, a bee. If you hit it, it won't be passive anymore. I think there's like the wolf. If you hit it, it won't be passive anymore. This one, if you're near its baby, it won't be passive, or if you hit it, it won't be passive anymore. Like, but for the most part, they are still passive, so they are included in this list. And same with the pufferfish. If you hit it, I'm pretty sure it will poison you. But yeah, pufferfish, honestly, it kind of goes above the ocelot for me, just because it's kind of a cooler aquatic thing. Like, it actually has like a cool animation to it and stuff. Like, it can puff up, literally, and like exist and stuff. So yeah, it deserves its own special thing. Although it should just be the same as an aquatic or a tropical fish, but it's whatever. All right, the moo shroom. I think it just goes above the moo, because like, okay, wait. Okay, let me think about this, because you do have to go out and find it specifically, like in its specific biome. The moo shroom is not just something you can like find normally, like a cow just spawning in like 90% of the biomes that exist. So on that note, I think it's actually A tier, just because of the hunt to go find a mushroom. Like, you have to actually progress in the game enough to go and try and find it. And once you find it, it's kind of rewarding, because it will give you the mushrooms and stuff as an item, and it'll, yeah, you can breed it and stuff. I think it's the bottom of A tier. It's definitely nothing like super special. You can't put a saddle on it or anything, but like the hunt makes it A tier for me. All right. Not tropical. Oh man, parrots. I was gonna say tropical birds. Same difference, I guess, but parrots are very specific. So the parrots, honestly, same vein as tropical fish. I think they just go above tropical fish because they are at least something that is easier to get. You can put a lead on them and stuff. You can't breed them though. That is unfortunate. So honestly, bottom of C tier. I might like them a little bit more than tropical fish, honestly. Or a little less, sorry. Yeah, I have every variant. I got every variant of the birds. There's nothing special about any of them. Oh, there is the thing where you can make them dance. Can't make any other mob dance. Honestly, just the dancing thing, now that I think about it, that makes them C tier. Yep. Okay. So these two guys, they have to go basically in the same spot because they're basically the same thing. But I like the one without the hat better, so he's going to go above him. Snow golems. So again, in the same vein as a regular golem, S tier. Because, again, you have to know how to do it. You have to go out, find those resources. If you're not in a snow biome, it's going to be a little bit harder to go find the snow to get it. And then you have to actually know how to build it. And then on top of that, with this guy without the helmet, you have to know what tool you need, shears, to take his pumpkin off of his head. And then, yeah, you can use these guys as like an army and stuff. Like, these guys are cool as hell. They are very much S tier mobs because of how both easy they are to make and how useful they are and how cool it is once you know how to make them. Like, use them. Like, it's cool to use them once you know. Like, it's really awesome and like invigorating. Yeah. All right, moving on. Skeleton horse. So I'm gonna just put that above the horse because it's cool. It's just a really cool texture of a horse. That's hard to get, honestly. Again, the skeleton. Actually, you know what? Because of the sort of like intended adventure, I think they go at the bottom of S tier because skeleton horses are they're like a step above getting a normal horse. Like, you need to do something extra in order to get a skeleton horse. Like, you have to do the game things in order to actually get a skeleton horse. And again, I love that. So yeah, for sure. I'm gonna move my camera down a little. Okay, so Strider. Again, you have to at least go into the nether to get them, so that alone puts it at B tier, and I think it's probably going to go in at least A. They're not the most intelligent of creatures, I will say. They are kind of dumb, but they don't like try to kill themselves because they don't just die instantly when they're like walking on non-lava. But honestly, they're pretty fun to ride around in the Nether and stuff. So they're gonna go up with the other rideable like features and stuff here. We'll put them at below. You know what? Because of the adventure that you need to like go through in order to like even get to the Nether with a saddle and all that stuff. Honestly, I think they just go below the horse, but they do go above the mule for sure. Or no, sorry, the donkey. But yeah, they're definitely right here. I think I might. I'm really hesitant about putting the mule there, but I think it's honestly very useful because of the chests and stuff too. It's a very unique mob. Yeah, it deserves there. All right, I'm fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Turtles. All right. Turtle was actually one of the first mobs that I collected for my mob collection stuff in Hardcore Survival. So, you know, I think the turtle, it's definitely at least C tier just because of all these other aquatic stuff. But honestly, it's kind of up with the farm animals. Like, it can lay eggs for you. You can like breed it and stuff very easily. It's a really cool mob. Like, has nice little animations and stuff. Like, and I like turtles. I don't know. I feel like I gotta put it above the frog at least. Yeah. I think that feels right. Just right above the frog, sort of all of these little aquatic things. We're assuming, again, the frog and the tadpole are basically the same because the frog comes from the tadpole. If you didn't know that. Science lesson from Pluto. Alright, just kidding. So now I'm going to go ahead and throw the sheep up here real quick before we deal with the villager and the wandering trader. I mean, again, I actually think it goes above the cow just because you could find them in multiple colors, and it's sort of a thing to go and find like every color sheep. Like that could be like a thing you want to go do. Whereas just like cows, it's another cow, and like with the goat, like it's still, it's a thing you want to go find because, and like you have to find it in a specific place and stuff. Like it's cool to go find. And the sheep, like, it's not that you have to find it in a specific place, it's that you want to go find every color of it, or something like that, essentially, or make every color of it. So you go and find a bunch of sheep just to do that. And I think that's kind of a cool thing. It's definitely intended to like make the player to go and find different like colors of sheeps, want to go and find different colors of sheep. Anyway, moving on, last two, the villagers. So I am hesitant to put villagers in S tier just because of trading and stuff. Like, I know trading is like an intended part of the game, but like, I hate trading. I think that it is the most annoying intended part of the game. So the fact that it is encouraging me to do the most annoying part of the game, for me at least, it's still S tier, but like it's bottom of S tier. And then this guy, because you have to go and find him and stuff, he's at least right here. He's above the skeleton horse. But this guy, the regular villagers, just all of the villagers, all right? That's what the villager means. It's encompassing all of them, all of the villagers, all of the ones you can trade with and stuff, okay? Except for the wandering one, which you have to specifically go and find outside of a village, obviously. You can't just find any of the normal villagers. Yeah, you can't find a wandering villagers like you could any of the normal ones. So, yeah. The regular villager, bottom of S tier, wandering trader, because you have to go and seek him out and find him outside of a village. Yeah. So, and because of the intended quote-unquote feature of trading with villagers, getting new items, getting crazy cool items and stuff just from trading. Yeah. I mean, at least though, I will say, the trading in villagers has been sort of balanced in the sense that you can't just like you can't just go trade for netherite. Like, you can't just get netherite from villagers using emeralds. That's not a thing. They don't do that. That doesn't make any sense either, honestly. So it's a fair balance sometimes. But yeah, I think that's it. I think we have officially made our tier list. And let me go ahead and save this really quick. Title of tier list: Pluto. There. Passive. Mob. Ranking. The one and only passive mob ranking you'll ever need to see. There we go. All right, let me download that image so that we have it. Go ahead and let me save that to the desktop. That would probably be better, and we'll save that. Okay. Also, I just want you to know, yeah, I uploaded this as Mr. Hyota Panda because I did not want Tier Maker to have control, basically full control of my Twitter. Like, whenever you log in or make an account for this, I just need to rant about this really quick. Whenever you log in and make an account for this and say, like, you have to log in with your Twitter, essentially. There's literally no other way to make an account. You have to log in with your Twitter. And it is just like, can we take control of your Twitter? Can we unsubscribe from people? Can we unfollow people? Can we follow people? Can we... It's just like, dude, what the fuck? You're just like, can you just do anything you want with my Twitter account because I signed up for this? That's stupid as shit. Stop making it so that when I sign up for something with, like, a social media, they could just do anything they want with my social media account. That's not okay. Like, stop putting a bunch of bullet points and be like, can we just do this, 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 and this, and this? Like, that's literally everything I can do on my own account. Like, I can follow and unfollow people. I can go and tweet and, like, it's literally just like, can we just take full control of your social media account? No! Please don't! That's so fucking stupid. Alright? Stop doing that, guys. It's not okay, companies. But, rant aside, here's my ranking list. I'm sorry. I needed to get that at least out of the way because signing up for this thing is just like, let's give full control to your Twitter account. Give away everything. Let me decide who you follow and don't follow. It's like, you're just some random fucking company. You don't need that kind of control. And again, on this account, I don't fucking care what has control, but like whenever I sign up for something through Twitter, I usually use this account just because I don't care who they make me follow or unfollow because I don't use it. Obviously, I don't really use my like main Twitter account anymore either because Twitter is in a shithole. But regardless, you should not have the ability to just put a bunch of bullet points and be like, yeah, let's just take full control of your social media account. It's like, no. In order for you to use our app or our feature, our service, whatever. Like, no, you shouldn't have full control of my fucking Twitter account just because I made this tier list. But whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed this today. A little bit different of a stream. Sorry for the rants at the end, but I felt like I needed to share the crappiness that comes with actually making these stupid tier lists because nobody ever actually says all this stuff. Like, this is the official tier list thing. It's Tier Maker. Like, this is the tier list thing, but like it is actually kind of shitty how they do their business practice. Anyway, I like my tier list. If you guys want to modify this, I will gladly share this and stuff. But yeah, you can look for that on in my Discord. I will try to do that. But yeah, thank you all for watching today and getting through my well, rather frustrated rants on some of the mobs and some of my, well, actual loving of the mobs. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Sure you know how the buttons work down there right now, so do click them as you please. Video out.